Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and I like to read, and today I'm going to be doing a recent book haul. So when I say recent, it's not exactly like recent, it's more over the span of like the past 2.5, 3 months of books that I've hauled over that time period. And yeah, I haven't really been buying too many books. Actually, I'm pretty sure, yeah, all of these books were gifts to me. So I didn't actually purchase any of these, but I was excited about all of these different books that I received, and I wanted to share that excitement with you guys. So some of these are Christmas gifts, and others were just random gifts that appeared here at my doorstep thanks to an Amazon wish list. And then other gifts were from Valentine's Day / my anniversary with Marcus. So let's just jump into it and I'll show you guys the books that I got. So if you guys have been watching my videos, then you know that I've already talked about these two in particular quite a bit because I've already read these two. And those are Heartstopper Volume 2 and Heartstopper Volume 3. I adore this series. I think it's so cute and it's like such a fun, like cuddly read to just sit down and fly through in an hour or less because they're very quick reads. But Marcus got volume 2 and 3 for me for Christmas, and I love these books. They're so awesome. I dove into the second one over Christmas break, and then as soon as we got home, this was my first read of January, and it was a really good one. So yeah, I'm just like, I'm in love with this series, and I'm so excited for the fourth one to come out this year. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to try and get it as soon as it comes out, but yeah, I already have all three of the first volumes, and I like how they look on the shelf because they're like the pastel colors on the spines, so they just like they pop and it's nice. Then next up, I have another graphic novel that Marcus actually got me for Valentine's Day, and that is Monstrous. And so this one, he got it for me because he said that it gave him like saga vibes, and that's like a series that I really enjoy. And I read on the back that this is like a steampunk adventure, so I'm so pumped for that because steampunk is like such a cool thing, and it's also supposed to be like a kind of like a horror graphic novel, and I really want to like dive into more horror books, and graphic novels are a great way to jump into that. And yeah, I've heard from many people that this is a great series. Lots of booktubers have recommended this to me, so I'm really excited to have the first volume of this and to be able to start it and see how it goes. Then Marcus also got me Check Please, and the second one for Check Please, and I'm very excited to have this too. This was on my Amazon wishlist for a while because of many booktubers recommending it, and I thought it was so adorable. The premise, also like it's hockey, and I'm Canadian, so that's just like I feel like I need to read this. But it's about a guy that was on the figure skating team, and then he starts at a new school, and he joins the hockey team, and he's also very into baking, and he has a crush on another guy on the hockey team. And so it's kind of like his story and where he goes from there. And I think it sounds adorable. I think it's going to definitely give me vibes just like Heartstopper, which I'm here for. And I already took like a peek into the comics, and they looked pretty cool. So I'm really interested to start this graphic novel series. I feel like I'm going to fly through them pretty quickly, and so I'm probably going to use this as like a palette cleanser when I have a month where I have heavy books. I'll just throw one of these in there to kind of break it up and have a light read. Then for Christmas, Marcus got me the hardback version of Ready Player One. I have it in paperback already, but he got me the hardback with this like cool spine because he also got me Ready Player Two, and so he wanted me to have matching books on the bookshelf, which is like super thoughtful. And I haven't even read Ready Player 2 yet, but I'm really excited to jump into this one because, well, I loved Ready Player 1. And so I'm looking forward to seeing like where they go with Ready Player 2 and if it holds up as good as Ready Player 1. I have heard mixed reviews about this book so far, so like I don't have much to go off of on how I'm going to feel about it, but I'm trying not to get my expectations too high because I don't want to be disappointed. So I'm hoping that it's good. We'll see, but I'm just excited to be able to have these two matching like spines on the shelf. They look so good together. I also received a book from my Amazon wishlist, and this was actually Only Human, which is the third book in the trilogy of like the Sleeping Giants. Okay, so this trilogy is actually called the Themesis Files, which I did not know, but I now have the third book thanks to Steph from Coffee Over Apples, who sent this to me shortly before Christmas. And yeah, that's really awesome because I know that I'm pretty sure she really likes this series and she wants me to read it. And now I have the third book, so I finished off the trilogy. I haven't actually read any of the books yet, but now that I have the whole trilogy, that makes me want to just read it even more. And so I'm really looking forward to diving into this trilogy because it's sci-fi, which is something I love. And yeah, it's not like a big commitment to read because they're all like fairly small books. So I think that it'll be pretty easy to get through. I also had another gift from my Amazon wishlist show up, and this was like a complete surprise. I actually got this at the beginning of February, and that is The End and Other Beginnings by Veronica Roth. And this is like a collection of short stories. This has been on my wish list for a very long time. It was actually like the furthest back, or like I guess it was like the first one I put on my wish list. And so that was super exciting to have this show up because I was not expecting it whatsoever. It was actually sent to me by Megan Bailey, and her YouTube channel is Lifestyle of Bailey. She's another Canadian booktuber. She's actually, I think she's in Manitoba. But like that was really cool to find out that I had another Canadian booktuber friend that decided to send me a gift just for the hell of sending me a gift for February. Like that was so nice of her. So thank you, Megan, if you're watching this. I really appreciate it. I'm really excited to dive into this because I liked the Divergence series by Veronica Roth and I haven't read anything from her since. So I'm really looking forward to reading her writing style again and just like getting those feelings. There's also like pretty cool graphics and stuff in here. I'm not really doing it justice, but there are like cool things in the different short stories. So like I'm really excited to jump into this one and I think it's going to be really fun. Then I have a book that was sent to me by the author, and that is The Love Proof by Madeline Henry. And this book is about a girl who is a physics prodigy and she has her life on track. She's going to a high tier school and she's going to study physics and just get a really lucrative job out of it. But then she ends up meeting a guy named Jake while she's at school, and her plans start to change and she starts forming this relationship. So this is definitely a romance book, and it's not the genre that I always pick up, but I am excited to try a new romance book and see how it goes. This one also deals with time in it, and I like time-related plot lines, so I think that I will enjoy this one, and I'm looking forward to picking this up when I do. And then lastly, I have two more books that were given to me by Marcus for Christmas, and so he knew that I really enjoyed the book Crier's War, so he got me the actual hardcover edition because I have like an ARC copy that had an unfinished cover, and it also didn't have the map in it, so he was very proud of the fact that now I have the book with the map in it. And like these covers are just so beautiful. I adore looking at these covers. So he got me Crier's War, and then he also got me Iron Heart, which is the second book in this series. I believe it's only a duology, so this is it. But I'm really looking forward to this one because I was super excited about it ever since it came out, and I just never got around to buying it. And so now I have both of them, and they look beautiful with the spines. I really like these books. This book actually has a sapphic relationship in it, and it has like a tie-in with humans and androids, and they're kind of like fighting against each other for survival, but it's also set in like medieval times, so it has like fantasy elements to it. It's a really good book. I really think anybody would enjoy this book. I thought it was like a 5 out of 5. It was such a good read, and so like I can't wait to dive into Ironheart. I think it's going to be fantastic, and I'm really excited to see where the author takes the characters in this next book. And that's it for my book haul. So I didn't get too many books, but this is over the span of 3 months, so that's okay. I'm also still trying not to buy too many books, although we did send 3 boxes of books to our used bookstore to trade in for credit, and now we have a lot of credit. So once the store opens up again, which I believe is this weekend, we're probably going to go back to the used bookstore and peruse the shelves and see what we can find. So we might have another haul coming in the future, but I'm going to try not to spend too much money on books because I still have so many unread books on my shelves that I need to get to, as we learned in my last video. But anyways, that's what I got for now. If you guys want to support me, I have a Patreon and a Ko-fi page, which I'll put in the description down below, as well as a link to buy my bookmarks. You know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button so you get notified when I post videos. I post my videos on Mondays and Thursdays. And until next time, keep on reading.